Well, I got a pile of lumber here and I'm going to make a little garden shed just to keep all the junk out of the way, tuck it away. So I got these 4x4s and braced them all up in cement footing down there. Seems like the way to go. Had to make some precise measurements. And then, most important, get the level and make sure everything is perfectly level. If it's level, it must be square. I do use the square once in a while, mostly the level. Got a 2x6 up there, put the trusses on. And I'm going to notch the 4x4s to put the 2x6 at this end. And hey, got the trusses. Now the only place I put nails, I screwed everything together, but this is the only thing I nailed was the strapping. Well, I did get Rick Jones, my neighbor, to help me put the trusses on and give me other advice that I needed big time. Well, there is one thing I didn't do, and I'm wondering, way in the future if it'll look ugly, but for now, you see, I cut away this tree as much as I could, well, I could have cut it all away, but you see, I just cut it away so I could put this 2x4 along here. But really, what I should have done is cut this tree right out of here and then go right out to the edge with it like I did on the other side, you see. But I can still get a sheet of plywood up here to make a wall, so that'll be good. And then this tree will be camouflaging the side of that building, because that's what they want, everything to look indiscriminate. So it's gonna have to be. Well, you see, I need a place to put all this junk. So this is the storage place. And the heat pump is going to go right there. Look at that, it's nice and solid even without the walls on yet. Well, it's coming right along. I'm trying to go a little bit overkill. Looks good from every angle. And now the plums all got ripe at the same time. So I picked them and made 13 jars of plum sauce. Okay, better get back to work. I gotta put the see-through roofing on here. This angle grinder seems like the best thing to use to cut this stuff with. Put the clear stuff right in the middle, and on each end put smoky colored stuff. I don't know. Costs $1 more for the smoky stuff. Maybe I should have just put the smoky stuff all across. I just wanted to have the light shine through so everything's bright inside, and it's working pretty good too. I didn't put the Ribley boards in there to fit in the grooves of this stuff. I just thought I'd put lots of screws in instead. Can't just get up there and walk around on this stuff. You have to reach in and put the screws in. Can't just put the screws in. First, you gotta drill holes. Okay, that's what I wanted, that pile of lumber to disappear. before they showed up with the heat pump. So now this is going to take a day for the heat pump for them to install it. They install a new furnace and everything, plumb it all in, wire it up. Okay, now that that heat pump is in, I can put the walls up and the plywood up, and you see I had to leave it open for them to be able to get around and everything. Now I can get back to work and finish this project. So I got this plywood for only $20 a sheet because it was seconds. I don't know, they got stains on them or something. Anyway, it's coming along pretty good. Yeah. It's nice and solid now, that's for sure. So I'm gonna put tar paper on the walls. Why not? Stop any moisture from getting on that plywood. So now I'm gonna start with the siding. I found some that was close to the color we got. So I'll go with that. So now you see I had to take those trees out of there after all. Make some room so I can put the plywood and the siding and everything on there. It wasn't too bad a job. I just used my, what do they call it? Sawzall. Lots of pieces left over, but it was handy. The guy showed up with the little wagon and hauled it all away for me. So now I'm gonna make a barn door. So it'll just slide open and close. That seems like the best way to go here. Hey, looks not too bad. I gotta put tin on the fascia boards. So everything's all ready here for the siding on the front and the side. And you can see I gotta put the soffit up there too. Now I gotta decide whether to put the barn door rail up there before I put the soffits up or after I put the soffits up. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I'll have to make a few tests and see how it's gonna look and feel. Yeah, I gotta put that fascia stuff on there. I got some tin. It's a little bit too big. It's made for 6-inch boards, I guess, or 10-inch boards, or whatever it is. I gotta cut it down because I only got 4-inch. So I gotta cut it down to maybe 5-inch. But that's no big deal because I got a real good set of snippers, that tin snips that Keaton gave me. They work really slick. They work good for cutting the siding, the plastic siding too. It seems like the best thing was to use those tin snips. Just have to be careful. There, that looks really good. Went together nicely too. One stage at a time. I try not to go too fast. Just take my time. Got all the time in the world. One little project after the other. Yeah, coming along great. gotta put a rain trough up there later. There, I got the railing for the barn door. But these darn connections, I had to cut them and weld it together to make a connection because the way it came, it wasn't going to work for me there. Nice to have a little welder. Look at that. That's going to be awesome. Got a big spike in there on each end so it won't slide right off. Well, I got some white paint, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to paint the barn door white. I got some external paint. But right now I gotta take Sadie for a walk. Well, you see here, I got some holes left over from where I had the hinges in the first place. So I just carved some dowels and put the plugs in there and cut them off flush and then just paint over them and ta-da, the holes will be gone. And then I'll paint the whole second coat of white on that door because it's kind of bled through. It needs a second coat. And now I gotta take another break because I gotta get a cataract. I'm gonna put a new lens in my eye there. And after that, I can just do some light stuff like the downpipes and rain trough for a couple days. Okay, now I got the rain trough. I just happen to have a piece of it here. And I don't know, I drilled a hole there. Hopefully that's good enough. And some of this stuff like the J molding and the corner pieces I got from the Restore. So now I got the downpipe in place there. And Judy's gonna try out the door. Have a look inside where all her stuff is. And the heat pump's working perfectly. Everything's coming together. And now I got a little lock off of Amazon with a combination there. It seems to work really slick. It's just to keep the honest people honest. Really, you could grab that thing and just rip it right off. There's nothing too important in here anyway. It's just a garden shed. Store the junk out of the way. Turned out really good. Nice and bright in here. There's the lawnmower and the other stuff. Now I'll call it a night. Catch you later.